We drove up to Phil Campbell, which is just about 5 or 10 miles north of here in Franklin County. And in all my travels around the state, Ani, you start to see the little subtle differences in the different EF ratings of tornadoes. We've seen some EF2 damage in Cahaba Heights. In Tuscaloosa, it was mostly EF4. This was supposedly the most powerful tornado in the state in EF5, and up in the Phil Campbell community, it is unbelievable. Homes are pulverized. There is a church up there that is just now a concrete slab. You can't even see where the wood and things that made up the church are. But there is also, besides damage, a lot of hope up there. Take a look. In the small Franklin County town of Phil Campbell, tornado recovery means neighbors and strangers lending a hand to get things done.
1, 2, 3, and go!
Tammy Nix had no idea how she would make a friend's destroyed home accessible before the sun went down, but help appeared from nowhere.
We've got South Carolina, North Carolina, Huntsville. They don't know us. They've come in here to help us, and we've got it done.
All across the area, people are still stunned by the EF5 tornado that ripped bark from the trees and chunks of asphalt from the roads. Jamie Morgan, his wife and son, tried to outdrive the twister to their church, which has a basement. By the time they got there, the storm was right on top of them.
My wife panicked. She said, I can't. She said, please don't leave. Please don't leave. And I couldn't leave. I got back in the van, and she bent over, and I covered her with my body. And it blew the windows out in that van.
They survived, but not everyone here did. The survivors are trying to move on with their lives, their spirits lifted by an overwhelming display of compassion.
That's what this little town's about. We're just country folks working together.
It's been awesome how much help we've had. And there's a lot of sadness, a lot of sad stories, but there's a lot of hope being sown. So we thank y'all.
This town hasn't gotten the attention other tornado-ravaged cities have, but still, the volunteers and donations have come. People who live here love Phil Campbell and vow to make it better than it was.
Phil Campbell is a wonderful town, and we're strong, and like I said, through the grace of God and wonderful people like have shown up to help, we're going to recover, and we're going to be stronger because this has brought us closer together. So thank you all for your help.
And Ani, there were many fatalities up in Franklin County as well. It's a similar story. It really is a miracle that there weren't more. And the one thing I've noticed in covering the aftermath of these tornadoes since Thursday is that so many people are so appreciative of what we're doing, of what the National Guard is doing. They are so happy for all the help and all the volunteers. You really haven't run into one person, despite all their losses, who've been angry or unwelcoming.
Looking out for us, too. Counselors will tell you two things will get people through this: other people and faith, and we're seeing a lot of that here.